Sure, Masandawana. Another episode of The Yellow Corner. Yeah, today I'm joined by Mabunda. There's Mabunda and then there's Shompo. So they gave you the match review and Sugar decided to join me today. Like it's the tail end of the season, so we need experience. Right now. How's it talks? Yeah.
I'm good, my man. I'm good. Can't complain. How are you?
I'm hundreds, man. I'm great. I'm happy we're back to winning ways. You know, I was despondent for the last few weeks. Remember when you asked me after game Chiefs, yeah, is it paining when I'm in bed? So yeah, it's good to be winning again, eh?
Yeah. Back-to-back wins. It does wonders. For the boys at Tlotlo, I'm sure it's uplifted. It just reminded everybody of who we are and what we want to achieve this season. So very important, especially yesterday. Sunday, maybe we could have gotten away with a draw, but yesterday we had to win because it was our game in hand. So yeah.
And the thing yesterday's win is that not so great the performance, but we got the most important thing right now, which is the 3 points.
When was the last time you saw Sundowns playing champagne football for the last 5-6 games of the season? You've never seen that.
Yes, true. Now it's all about grafting, eh? Yeah. Big one on. It's crazy. For the last, I think, episodes, I've been saying big one. Never stops. Eh? Yeah, it's the big one on Sunday against TS Galaxy, who in a way found their form. They lost it for a while. You know, they started well when Dagama joined them, and then they went on a slump. But it seems they beggared it. In their last 3, they've won 2 and lost 1. So they've won 1, drawn 1, and lost 1. Yes. Yeah. So it will be a tough one, eh?
Yeah, a very tough one. And it's our last game in hand. Like, we have one more game in hand. That is the game. So with that one, we go 7 points clear with 4 to go. You like you said on the review, you might as well go purchase your champagnes. That's how massive it is. And I don't know. In the last 5, like you said, they've lost 3 and won 2, and the last 2 games back-to-back wins up against Cape Town City and
Baroka.
Both 1-0.
Yeah.
Both 1-0.
Yeah. And the one thing that teams at Dagama is that they will run. I remember I had a friend back in the day when Dagama was still at Silver Stars. So he used to play for Sundowns, this guy, né? And things were not going so well for him. And he went on trial, go Silver Stars. So I think nearly pre-season, but it was somewhere around here, Gauteng. So we drop him off and pick him up after training. First day, dropped him off, picked him up after training, and this guy's like, Buffett, I'm tired. He was a sensational player, but they complained about the amount of running that he had to do because, Dagama, man, he'll tell those boys to run for 90 minutes, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Like they don't exactly resemble his Highlands Park team, but they...
True. Yeah.
You can see with a full preseason, like next season they man mark from your defenders up until like they man mark everybody. The 10 players on the pitch, they man mark everybody. And it was crazy when they had Chalolile and he man marked 2 people at the same time and then extra person. So this TS Galaxy team is not exactly there yet, but
yeah.
You can see where it's going.
Yeah. Do you think them knowing Shalulile, that's the coach and most of the players. Do you think it's somehow of an advantage to them?
Yes and no at the same time. Yes, because they know a bit of his strength, and no, because now I think Shalu is a level higher than last season. Yes, last season he scored 16 league goals. And he was a top goal scorer in the league, but this season he's playing at a much higher level with, you would say, better coaching. So there's that too. Yeah, maybe a bit of his strength, but this season and he'd want to not prove something, but obviously he'd want to score against his old teammates and coach.
True. And if you remember very well, he scored first round. He scored the ball that he hit Paulo Cayona against him. He scored it from a similar position. So yeah. So yeah. There's a guy that I like in that team, Mbonjan, their CM. I think he's a really good player. I enjoy watching him, and he has a lot. You know, he can pass the ball. His range of passing, he can win the ball. He can shoot. He scored a brilliant goal against Pirates Orlando a while back, but again, it was against Sundowns. So everyone scores from outside the box against Sundowns.
Does he play with Brooks in the middle of the park?
Yes. He plays with Brooks in the middle, but I think this time they will add another CM. They'll have 3 in the middle because it's us. And these teams always change when it comes to us. So, but when you get into their lineup, I'll tell you who I think they will add more midfielding. And another player that we might have to keep an eye on, Mbata. Yes, age might not be on his side, but the number of dribbles, and was it you or Kens who mentioned on the review, or you were shocked? Yeah. So we will need to keep an eye on him, eh?
Yeah. He's you'd say probably one of the top 2 best players in the Mbata, and he's been very important for Ndagama since Highlands Park. He's a tricky little player. Even in his old age, you would say. But yeah, they you could say create through him. You know how we say we score through Temba,
yes,
and Gaston. They create most of their goals go through Mbata.
And one thing that's kind of surprised me in the last few games is Matupu. He's not as regular. He's not as you think, or because he's a proper number 9. He'd start more, but he hasn't started a lot of games. You know, they start Lekhe, and they sometimes use this guy from Swaziland, Figueroa, who used to play. Figure something. He used to play Goma Ritzburg.
I know Guacamang. Yes. And normally they play with the 2 up top, ne? With the games that
yes.
recently.
Yes.
They play with Lekhe and this Figueroa guy, or Figueroa and Matu.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting if they continue with that. If they continue with that and they don't take care of the midfield, they'll be in trouble.
Yeah, definitely. But I think he'll set up similar to how Chiefs set up when you play with them. I think he will have a back 5 and then 3 more Mohare, and then 2 up front, and hope to use Chikaria Yambata. The one thing that I've picked up, Kabona, is that they concede almost average a goal every game. So we definitely have a goal on Sunday, and they are defending, especially more the set plays on the sides. They would have a line, a good line, but there's no one controlling or marshalling ball. Every time I see this Kadi team, I always think back to the first few times when I started seeing Mucheka and how at such a young age he'd marshal the line.
Hold their line.
Yes. So they don't have anyone who does that. Fransman, with all his experience, he doesn't do that. And they are found wanting in most times because others push up and then others stay. Mm-hmm. So offside trip they do what the former national team captain did in Mexico World Cup. Had me push and then everyone pushed and then he stayed. So that's one thing. If we can maybe try use that and have someone run from maybe deep yard. But the thing, I thought about this and then I said to myself, with the officiating so poor in South Africa, you can run from deep. And then the moment Okole Kamole, just because you are alone there, you are offside.
Of course.
You look at Zakele, he's dropped, man. So if Zakele Alipapo, so
what about the rest?
Eh? Yeah, man. So that's one thing that and the defense is reactive, eh?
And interesting that you picked up that guy, like you said, the experience here, Bevan Fransman and that boy who Paris fans want, Msima. You think that guy experience here, Fransman, like you said, and Mahlangu or someone there, you think that backline would take care of such, but yeah, interesting that you picked that up.
Picked it up, especially more gaming Amazulu, and Amazulu could have capitalized a lot from that. So yeah, and again, like I said, defense is reactive, man. They don't sense danger. They only react after everything has happened. So with the front eight that we have, I think will cause them quite a bit of problems. Eh?
Yeah, definitely. Will. And like you said, they concede they've conceded 26 goals from
26. Yes.
That's every game. So we definitely do have a goal in that game. Definitely do have a goal or two. Although they don't concede much.
Yes. They've only conceded more than 3, I think, twice, eh?
Yeah.
So
it'll be a tough game, but we should score.
Definitely. And the one thing that every time Sundowns is run, the first thing that I check is the size of the pitch, the width of the pitch. Mm-hmm. Every time we play more than space, I think it suits us best. So that pitch. With Yayo now will suit us perfectly.
It's recently, is it me or has pitch since the Paris game has pitch of Loftus deteriorated a bit? Like it's not as smooth as it.
True.
So true. I don't enjoy playing Call of Duty these days. I really don't enjoy playing Call of Duty because of that pitch.
I only picked this up to Doka Gamia Chiefs. There's a ball. Gaston, he took a shot. Yanka a bounce and come on, but that bounce that he took, I know, man. And
there's something.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And these guys, going back to my group, when he scored 5 goals this season. So he won the 2 plus like K who has 3, who scored the majority of their goals. But it puzzles me that they don't start Makrupu so much when he could be the focal point. He's strong. Makrupu is strong and he's well built. His hold-up play is good, so it kind of surprises me. Or he's not the first name on their lineup.
On the team sheet, yeah. I guess maybe Owen Dagama likes this. I know he likes that like K boy. He's played.
Yes.
He's played Kopele the majority of since ODG took over. He's played Gena Kopele and then Baba switch around. I don't know why, and Matubu's got more than him. Interesting. But I think he'll go for Matubu on Sunday. I have him on my.
If you see him, yeah.
I think okay. Especially if we play, okay, and I think we will play Nascimento. They'll think they can get something there.
Something from. What did I want to say? Oh, Mokhaila, that pacey guy. I think he's probably the fastest guy in the PSL. Yes, that guy has paced for days, man. Yes. Is he injured? I haven't seen him play in a long time, eh?
Yeah, in the past 5 games, I haven't seen him play. He might be injured. Because that's suspension. He might be injured.
Yeah. Which is a good thing for us because, that guy, whether he's on the left or on the right, you worry when you go up or if you go up and they win possession and then they play it over you and running a goal.
You won't catch him.
Yeah. So I think this is how they'll set up. Then you'll tell me if you think.
Before you go into the lineup, one weakness I picked up in the last 5 games, which I've studied a bit, is 2 goals against TTM and 2 goals against Amazon came from the right-hand side. Bevan Fransman and play Mbata sometimes because he cheats a lot. Mbata cheats a lot. He doesn't get to help the defense. So 2 goals to Amazon came from that side, and as well as 2 goals to TTM came from their right-hand side and our left. So yeah, it will be interesting who plays between Maposa, Lelaki, and I think Gift will be that side to take advantage.
And in the form that he's in, then he'll definitely give us something there. Eh? Yeah. So that's what I was saying. I think they'll set up. Obviously, number 1 will be a Hughes.
Yeah.
And then I think Mohari, they'll have him Simanga, France Manil Mashang. I think he'll try and pack it Mole, and then have Sidatile Sanoka forming 5A.
Before you shot this, I just saw on the PSL thingy, but Sanoka suspended.
Is it?
Yeah, he's suspended.
Okay, he'd probably go. You say?
Sanoka and Kulisa are the only 2 players suspended this weekend.
So, okay, if Sanoka is not available, I think he'd probably, if he sets up the way I'm thinking, he'd probably have Lucky Boy Mukwena.
Yes.
One guy who was once rumored to be on our wish list. After scoring a great goal, Koma Kulong, and
I remember
that goal, So I think maybe he'd have Lucky Boy on the right, and then he'd have Mbonjana, Broxil Obase, Mohare, maybe wanting to have a bit of steel, and then have Mbata, Limatkupo up front. I think he'll have Lake start from the bench.
I completely that's the team that I have in my notes.
Is it?
That's the team that I have in my notes. We'll probably go like that. Then before I found out that Sanoka suspended, I had him in the team. He's the only one that's missing from this lineup, but I think that's how it'll go. And
yeah, hopefully he sets up like this because in terms of creativity, Kimbata, the one player that we'd have to maybe make sure has supply Matupu. I think the midfielders will be more worried about us. Yes. Yeah, so let's move on to Sundowns talks. We've now appointed a new analytics scout. I know this is your favorite part of the game. You love this guy's this department.
I'm mad about because that's where we have to realize that's where football's going. We can't be reactionary. We have to be proactive. We can't wait for other teams to do it and then let another year. No, we have to be the first to do it. So I'm when I saw that announcement, yeah, it was from the press that we appointed this guy. I was excited because I know Sundowns since this new technical team took over, are into data analysis so much, and it was only a matter of time before we hired an analytics scout. This guy might have been working a while, because I'm thinking that striker Regeling Inch, I doubt anyone has watched him play. I think they used data to get him from guy from Europe, somewhere in Europe. Guy, the new striker.
Yeah.
So him, I'm thinking we use data analysis to get it. So yeah, I'm excited to see this guy's work, and I hope for all the support he needs so that he can produce for the coaches.
Yeah, no. Really loving what's happening at Sundowns. You know, when me and you started supporting Sundowns, it used to be the coach and the assistant coach, you know, and yeah, that was it. You know, remember when we started having 3 or more coaches on the bench? The media, how they used to go about way too many cooks, how they drew. But now football is like that. Your technical team has to be big, you know, and yeah, we unlike a certain team in the south of Joburg, you see their coach still believes about training. When you concede, le Shapadi push up, he's not moving coach.
Yeah, man. Gone are the days where after training, the coach has to do his own analysis. Well, obviously coaches have to do their analysis, but like opposition analysis, I'd say his own team's analysis, workout tactics, take care of training. You provide people different jobs to different people who specialize in opposition analysis. Sundowns have 2 or 3 of them. We have an data analysis analyst in school. We have our own performance analyst in Dalen, I think it's his name. So we that technical team, people might know only the 3 of them, but it's huge. It's the background stuff. Coach Mangoba always says he gives, after every win, he gives credit to his background stuff, and it's huge. It's huge because he recognizes the work that they do.
Yeah, and I think it will forget the quality of players that we have, the investment that we put on the coaching side of things. It will take a long time for most teams to catch up with Sundowns, man. Like they already behind that the playing side, and the future looks great for us.
The future looks wonderful. It looks wonderful.
Yeah. Yesterday, immediately, Hashika Alemala, you sent me a text. I won't mention what you said, but yeah. But I think the positive thing is that Coach Mangoba said he's likely to be out for 7 to 10 days, eh?
Yeah, he said it. I think Bami said for precautionary measures. Maybe he didn't tear the hamstring. He just felt a tweak, and then want to take it because they after Adra, the camera went on him, and I think Shika wanted to run it off, and then Dr. Paul said,
"Yes, true.
Nope,
true.
Yeah, we're not having it." And what encouraged me more, like after Adra, he sat on the stands and the rest of the subs. He wasn't in the room, so that gave me hope that he might be fit. Maybe not for the first leg. But definitely for the return leg. Definitely.
The return leg, yeah. I think he will travel to Egypt, but I think he won't start. And And as crazy as it may sound, he's needed a bit of rest, and I hope this will do him a world of good, going forward. And the
thing is, I agree with you about him needing rest and him not being in top form in the PSL. But Shika this season in the Champions League Shika in the Champions League has been pigs done. So we might miss. It might be if we're missing him in Cairo, it might be huge. It might be very big. But one of them has to be back. Either Gaston, one of them have to be back. I have no choice.
Yeah. And another great news, like once again, Coach Magova said Kemit actually wanted to play yesterday, so he's definitely fit. And he said Gaston should be fit for game Galaxy. So with Shika injured and Gaston being one of our main talents, do you start Gaston on Sunday, or maybe keep him in a bubble, wrapped in the bubble for game Lachli?
Personally, if Gaston is fit to start, because initially I had said I'd start Nkuma on Sunday because he had done so well. But if Gaston is fit, you play him. At again because his last game, then the Chiefs game, so he's missed the Arrows game, the Pirates game, and the so he's missed 3 games. So you'd want him to play at 60 minutes. And then you have Nkuma, Kapinga, and Erasmus on the bench. So give him an hour to possibly win you the game in the first 45 minutes, and to get his match fitness. So if Gaston is fit, you would start him. I would start him.
Definitely. I think, for the same reasons you've given, have him. It's an engine for game Friday. Cogs, when we started season, I actually discussed this linear when I mentioned it in our previous previews. We used to play 10 and then 2 9s. Would you, with how we've played, with the 2 that we've played up front in our recent games, Mutupale, Shalulil, do you prefer them Ele 3 or Ele 2, Ele 1 and 2, with one of them being on the side?
I prefer how we played in the beginning of the season, where we played the back 4, the 3 in midfield, and then the diamond in midfield, actually, not the diamond with Shika at the 10, and then there was Kemet and Shalulile. Now it's Shalulile and Gift and Shishi in that 10 role. I prefer that than the 2 10s and the 1 9. I think we are more fluid, and I think it takes out the best in Shalila as well when we play that.
True.
We are 2 9s rather than 2 10s.
True. And I was thinking, the work that they both do, the grafting that Mutupa does, and if they were to do that, Bali close together, Bali 2 more, especially at this game, they will cause Bevan a lot of problems, because Bevan is tall, man. He's tall, he's aging, so it's easy to turn him. He's sluggish. So I was thinking, in this game, yesterday when Shika went off, actually when I saw the lineup, I had hoped that's how we're going to start, with Shika being more 10 and both of them Bali up top. So I really think we'd get a lot with them playing like that. Hey?
Yeah, definitely. And that's how I feel we should approach our even the big one in Cairo. That's how I feel we should approach it. God, the 2. I don't think we'll be afraid. Let's not be afraid of Orgi, African champions in Egypt. No, let's go get that away goal. Let's go get 2 away goals if we can. But for this game, I think we'll play the 2 and a 10. A 10 that being Gaston, I think.
Gaston. Yeah, no, I really hope we set up like that. And with each passing game, man, we mentioned the harmony that seems to be in the team spirit, especially like our attackers. I've never seen anything like this whereby the attackers, you sense there's brotherhood more. Like, in basketball, when you shoot and score and then you fall and then about 3-point play, the high five that your teammates will give you, I see that guy, the smallest things at Sundowns, winning a free kick, how they pick you, help you up, embrace you, like it's like you've won a goal, I'm really, really loving it.
I saw that kind of Pirates game when Shalulile picked up Mutupaga, the free kick that Lyle scored. Like, I was like, well, this guy had won a penalty. And yesterday when Mutupa won that penalty, Jali came in and hugged him, and it was good to see. It was good to see.
Yeah, no, it's really good to see. Shalulile was the first one to get to a gift after he scored, and you could tell they were happy that he finally got that goal. Yeah. No, I'm really loving the harmony within the squad. Hey, I went first. Come, how I think they will set up. How do you think we will set up?
Okay, I have goalkeeper of the season.
Can I pause you for a moment? I saw a tweet this morning or yesterday after the game. Someone how they congratulating Onyango, but Inso had no shot-at goal. I'm like, so there are people who genuinely think goalkeeping is about only making saves. They like you need to set up your defense. A good goalkeeper, Monaco, is protecting himself so that by the time it's a save, it happens once in a while, but the defense does their job.
So people think a great goalkeeper makes saves all the time.
Yeah. That's how.
A great goalkeeper keeps clean sheets with his great defense, and at crucial points when he's needed, he makes that telling save, that match-winning save.
Yes.
And Dennis has done that at numerous parts of the season. So I don't think there's any argument. He's goalkeeper of the season award that should be getting.
There shouldn't be any nominees, eh?
True. Yeah, but yeah, going back to my team, it's Masinde. I'm dropping Maposa, not because I think Leona, he needs to start his engine again for the games in Cairo.
Yeah, yes.
So I play Lyle. I continue the centre back pairing, Nascimento and Libusa. I don't know do you know anything Deruk's injury?
Wait, is he injured? Because was he on the list yesterday? He had injured.
He was not. No, he was. No,
he was not.
No, he was. Yesterday he was.
Was he?
It was Deruk, Makhalwa,
Serino.
Yes, and
Nevali 4.
Yes. No, he was. He was on that injured.
Oh, okay.
So I'd continue with those two and Tabelo, and then in midfield, I want to give River a rest. I seriously want to give River a rest. And this might be the only game available.
Yeah.
River a rest. But I won't give River a rest. You know why?
Nkulise suspension.
Suspended, yes. I was going to play 86. I was going to play 86, yes. And then play Maboe and Nkulise, but Nkulise is suspended. So I have, unfortunately, you can't say unfortunately because River's and I'm going to play River. Maboe, AJ. I'm hoping Maboe is fit because we didn't hear anything like I had. I'm hoping Mabo is fit, because if he's not fit, you might have a small Nyana problem in that midfield area, where you'd have to play Mbala, Kekana, or Mido, who hasn't played in over a month.
Can't even remember the last time I saw Mido get counted on.
So we might have a problem, Nyana. So I'm hoping Lebza is fit. So if Lebza is fit, it's or the fourth player in Lebo, boy. I think the fourth player on that injured list was Lebo.
Oh yeah, Lebo. Yes.
So now we pick him if he was on the injured list. And then I said they only asked about Kemet and
yes.
Okay, I'm picking Lebo. AJ, and then Gaston behind Gift and Shalolili.
Yeah, I'm setting up the same way as you, eh?
The same way, right?
Yeah. Is it not frustrating or come on, right? We don't have the same problem as we have a good problem at that. Yes. Yes.
Mudawu has he must decide, like we've been saying on the review, that Mudawu must decide if he wants to compete with Tapera or he's there to play around. Sailor must decide.
No man.
I hope it's very soon, because like I told Kens the other day, if should anything happen to Tapera, I'd play Lebo there. That's how good it is.
Everyone would, eh?
You'd probably take out your best or your most informed 8 Umisoko right back. That's how bad things are at right back. So, but yeah.
Sure.
And you'd have a strong bench. Kemet should be back. Kapinga is there. Mkuma is there. Villa is there. Should you need a goal? So we have options on the bench. A rep in Cotton Wool, he shouldn't even travel to
No.
He should be home.
No.
Rep up in Cotton Wool. At Mana on the flight to Egypt.
Yeah. And they're flying out on Monday, ne?
It's Monday. I'm not sure.
I think Mark Gleason said so. Flying out on Monday. So
Monday.
Yeah. Score predictions.
2-0.
2-0. You know that means he's now one clean sheet away from tying the record now.
2-0 for me.
Who's scoring for you?
Shalulile and one of the bench, Shalu and Kemet.
Okay, I think I'm going for 2-0 as well. I think Mutupa will have a goal again, and Musa from a set piece. I think, yeah. Before we end the talks, there's a game that I'm worried about. Game as well, where are they going to fit that game?
I have no idea. I was looking at the calendar and the fixtures. It's crazy. We play Tears Galaxy on Sunday. Fly to Cairo on the Monday. Play Saturday or Friday.
Friday.
Is it confirmed Friday?
I saw it somewhere. Was it Montoya Al-Ahly? But I saw the 14th, and I think the 14th is also Friday. Yeah.
Play Friday and then fly back probably the same day or Saturday. On Wednesday, play Super Sport. That's the 19th.
Super Sport.
That's the 19th. That weekend, host Ali in the second leg.
Yes.
The Wednesday after, play Celtic. It's the 26th. Play Celtic away. And the final league game of the season, the Likia Fela on the 29th. play Cape Town City. So that Swallows game, I have no idea.
You know what I'm thinking? I have a feeling they might they might just say, maybe they might move game here. They might ask us to move game here Super Sport to Tuesday instead of Wednesday, and then play Al Ahly on a Friday, more South Africa, and then play Monday Swallows. I think that's what because apart from that, I do not see anywhere they're going to fit that fixture.
If they do that, then you're saying, Thabiso, that we're going to play Al Ahly on Friday. This is in 7 days. We're going to play Ali on Friday.
Super Sport.
No. I get the Super Sport is on the Tuesday.
I get we playing next week, the 14th, Friday. We playing early away. Maybe come back that weekend. And we're supposed to play Super Sport on a Wednesday, right?
On the 19th, yes.
Maybe move it to Tuesday instead of Wednesday. And then maybe have us play early on Friday again.
Okay, and then play Swallows Monday.
I think that's how they might.
And then play Celtic Wednesday. And keep on 60 Saturday.
I don't know how they're going to do this, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to do this.
Yeah, it's a logistical nightmare.
But hopefully by the time we play that game, we'd have won the 11th one. Thinking about this, it's really crazy.
Mind-boggling. I don't want to even think about it. It's mind-boggling. I will win 4 league titles in a row. That's insane.
Mean, those big teams have won 4 each since the inception of the Premier Soccer League. We've in the last 4 seasons we have won 4 A by winning one.
Yeah, that's mad. That's mad.
It's madness. That's it, Masana. Another installment of the Yellow Corner. Thank you very much, Locks, for joining me, man. Really appreciate it, man.
I've enjoyed it. Thanks for having me, my brother.
And before we go, I'd like to apologize. We'd like to apologize once again for not having an episode game Maritzburg. Technical issues there. So but it was the first and the last time. Going forward, we definitely have the previews. And unfortunately, Rapelang is busy with his schoolwork. I want to say so next week for the Al Ahly game, he won't be joining me, but I'll have another special guest there. Man, every time I need information in African football, I go to him. He knows everything. He's my go-to guy in African football. So I'll be previewing the game with him. But really enjoyed this one with you, Clocks, man. And good luck to the boys on Sunday. Hopefully we won't have any injuries, man. We've had way too many injuries to our star players in recent times, eh?
True. So
hopefully
we fly to Cairo with a clean bill of health and 3 points in the bag. Masana,
don't forget to comment with your preferred lineup. We will see you again next week, Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not too sure, but thanks, Stocks. Cheers, Masana.
Cheers.